Hey, it's Jim Fisher, aka The Beat, with This Week Community News, and down with $500,000. So we got $500,000 duo right here, and I'm probably bringing the value down just a little bit, so I apologize for that. But we've got two of the characters from the touring production of $1 Million Quartet. I'll let them introduce themselves to you.
Yeah, I'm Austin Cook, Jerry Lee Lewis.
Billy Woodward, Elvis Presley.
Excellent. So, $1 Million Quartet. I know neither one of you was alive then. Neither was I, even though it seems like I might have been. But tell me a little bit about the story.
Well, it was an actual event. It took place December 4th, 1956. It was actually a recording session for Carl Perkins. And Jerry Lee Lewis wasn't yet famous. He wasn't yet, it broke through with Great Balls of Fire. He was just a session pianist. Elvis was in town for Christmas. He'd already left for RCA. Called up Johnny Cash and had themselves a little photo op. So a famous jam session took place.
Excellent. Nothing like a jam session to bring out the best in everybody, but I'm guessing that there might have been a little bit of competition among the four. I mean, they were at different stages of their careers, but Austin, if you could talk a little bit about that and how you guys employ that in the show.
Totally. I mean, you're dealing with some big personalities, and especially I think in our show, the biggest personality is probably Jerry Lee Lewis, just because he's so out there.
Sure.
I mean, and he's a young guy, and in the show, he's 20 years old, you know, real young. He's just getting a start, so there's a lot of trying to prove himself, and he's already really flamboyant as it is. So Jerry Lee Lewis is trying to prove himself that night. You have Johnny Cash, who's a little more laid back, you know, I'm the leader of the pack kind of personality.
Okay.
And then you have Elvis Presley, who was just starting to get big, you know, done the Ed Sullivan Show. And, you know, he's got that swagger. And then there's Carl Perkins, who a lot of people don't know, but Carl Perkins that night, and the way we portrayed in the show, is that Elvis kind of stepped on Carl Perkins a little bit without intending to, because Carl Perkins wrote these songs. You know, he wrote Blue Suede Shoes, and Elvis Presley had just performed it on the Ed Sullivan Show. So there's a little bit of that, you know, Carl Perkins kind of getting in there on Elvis Presley, because he may have the name, but Carl Perkins feels like he's the one doing the work. And then you have Jerry Lee Lewis just butting in every second trying to get his place in. So there's a lot of that.
And I know that's how you portray it, but what about you guys as real people? Is there any of that goes on as well? A little bit of, you know, hey, look at me kind of thing among the actors?
Well, I don't think so. I mean,
not really.
Maybe, you know, coming out in the character, yes. But, you know, everything is pretty streamlined.
Sure.
Everything's laid out. So, you know, the parts where you're supposed to, you can emphasize that a little bit more. But other than that, it's all teamwork up on stage.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Well, hey, thanks, guys, for spending a little bit of time. We're going to hang out. They're going to perform for us here in a little bit. For all the details on $1 Million Quartet, check out your latest edition of The Beat in your local This Week Community News and online at thisweeknews.com.